Good morning everybody, hope you're having a lovely day. Today I'll be telling you something about my Leeds experience because I've written about it quite a lot on my blog. I'll leave a link in the description box down below to that. So I talked a lot about being in Leeds and my experience there. I wrote about it and I don't know, I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I thought I might as well just tell you about it, about the pros and cons of studying in Leeds, and hopefully convince you to go there too and have a lovely experience. So first of all, Leeds is in the United Kingdom, as you probably know. It's a bit higher up, it's in the north of England, it's in Yorkshire. It's a student city, I would say, because apparently it's the second biggest city in the UK. But for me it felt quite small. It felt like a bit more like a town rather than a big city. But I feel like it has everything because it has a city centre with shops. There's a hospital, a train station, like multiple train stations. So I guess it clearly has everything that a city has, but it has this cozy feeling that a town has. The public transport in Leeds is really good. There's buses coming and going to the city centre every 10 minutes or something. It's well, it depends on where you live, of course. I lived at Kirkstall Brewery, which is more outside. It's definitely not in the city centre. It's like an hour walk from the city centre. I speak from experience, I have walked it a few times. Walking is not that bad, but there's one thing, as me from the Netherlands, which was difficult, is that they have hills, and the Netherlands is a flat country, so I'm not used to that. So that was like a tricky thing to keep in mind. But it's definitely doable. I walk to school every day, which was a half an hour walk, and it's decent. I think pretty much everyone who lived at Kirkstall walked to school, and everyone does it, it's normal. Of course, when it's raining it's not too great, so bring an umbrella and a good jacket and good shoes. If you're waiting for the bus and the bus is coming and you don't hold up your hand, they will not stop. So definitely hold up your hand if you want to get on the bus. They also have student discounts on the bus, on the school buses that is, so you have to always carry your student card around. That's one thing that I would recommend, definitely, because they have student discounts at many places in Leeds, so definitely bring that with you. Also, most buses are the double deckers, the double layered ones, so you can sit on top. It's really cool. We don't have many of those in the Netherlands, so for me, I always sit on top because it's just cool. I don't know if you noticed, but I get so excited talking about Leeds. I loved it so much. I can't wait to go back. It's insane. Also, if you're not really into public transport, or if you want to travel at a time that there is no public transport, there's always Uber. I don't know if you can see it because I can't see myself in this camera, but it's Uber. It's a little app and you can click on it, and as you can see, my phone is extremely slow. Basically, it's an app and you can order a taxi, sort of. It's cheaper than a taxi. You can't choose who your driver is going to be or any of that stuff, but that's fine. You have to turn on the location thing, tracker on your phone, and it can just find where you are, and that's your pickup location. You can also set another location to be picked up if you prefer, and you can, I don't know why this thing says I'm in the middle of the ocean, but yeah, and you can choose where you want to go, obviously, and you can also see how much your journey is going to cost you, like an estimate, not an official price, because it really depends on traffic and stuff. It's really cool. You can get free rides as well if you invite friends. So if any of you want to try Uber, please use this code, as it gives me a £10 off on my next ride. It doesn't cost you, it doesn't affect you as a new person to Uber. It's just nice for me, you know, a little Christmas present, I suppose. We do have Uber in Amsterdam as well, and in Rotterdam even. But it's definitely not as big as it is in the UK. It's much cheaper in the UK as well. So I've used it so many times when I was in Leeds. It's so easy to just go from one place to another, especially when you're going out and you want to go back home. You just call one, they're there in like 3 minutes, maybe even less. Also, now that I'm onto the nightlife in Leeds, I would suggest for you not to wear trainers when you're going out, because some nightclubs will refuse to let you in if you're wearing trainers, because they don't like it. They want to be posh or something. They're not, but they like to believe they are. So don't wear trainers when you're going out. Also, what I noticed is that loads of English people don't wear jackets when they go out. So, and the cloakroom is only £1, sometimes £2. So it's not a lot of money. So if you go out, just wear a jacket. I don't see the point in not wearing a jacket. I prefer to be warm and pay £1 for a cloakroom than to be freezing. But maybe that's just me. Good thing about that is that you don't have to stand in line for the cloakroom, because they don't use it. Then student life in Leeds is pretty good. Like I said, Leeds is a student city, and they have student facilities. Like, I get so many invitations for student parties, student events, student trips, whatever, all organized by either my university, Leeds University, or the city itself. Like, they organize so many things for students. And my university has a library which is open 24/7, which is amazing. I've never seen that before. It's so good. You can literally go there at midnight and just stay until 4 in the morning if you want to. I don't see the point in doing that, but you can if you want to. And also you can rent a laptop for your studies. Like, it's amazing. And it's so cool. Like, at home we can use computers and stuff as well. I think you can rent a laptop as well. But the systems that they have here, it's like it's so cool. And then there's this laptop and it has touchscreen and everything. It's amazing. And the university, I studied at Leeds Beckett University, as you can, I'll show you later on. Wait, I'll show you now actually. Leeds Beckett Abroad. So that's the uni that I studied at. It's the most beautiful building I've ever seen. Like, well, okay, not ever. It's definitely the most beautiful university I've ever seen. It's so pretty. It's huge. It's insane. Like, at home, we just have one university and that's where your classes are. In Leeds, Leeds Beckett has a whole area. It's like pretty much a whole village or something with buildings, and you have classes in all different buildings. Sometimes, like, in one day you have classes in like 3 or 4 different buildings. It's insane. So you need a map. In your schedule though, it says which building it is, and you can click on it and it has a little map of which one it is. And then there's also the stadium where you have classes and you can just see the whole field. I think it's a cricket field. It's pretty cool. It's really, I'm so amazed by that, because we don't have sport teams back at home. And then in Leeds they have so many different sports and you can participate, which I've never done. I mean, look at me. Because it's such a huge building, obviously there are so many students. So you meet so many people and there's so many international students. And you just get to know people from all over the world. And being in Leeds, it's sort of in the middle, well, it's in the north, but it allows you to travel pretty much everywhere in the UK. You can explore everything. I've been to York, which is not too, it's like an hour away from Leeds. And I've been to the Lake District, which was really cool. Was mountains and stuff, or hills, I don't even know. We don't have them at home, so I have no idea. You don't even have to stay in England. Like, you can go to Scotland as well, or to Ireland, or I don't know. The people that you meet are from all over the world, so you make contacts and you can just travel anywhere. Like, I have a friend in Spain right now, which I'm planning on visiting. I had a flatmate from New Zealand, which I would love to see, who I would love to see again, so I would probably go visit her in New Zealand. I made friends from Australia. Japan, I think, not China, definitely all over the world. So you'll be fine. I think it's pretty clear that I absolutely loved studying in Leeds. It was amazing. I don't know why I'm constantly looking that way, but I think that studying in Leeds is literally the best thing I've ever done. It was truly amazing. And of course, the studying itself wasn't too great, but it's just the people that I've met who made it amazing. I lived at Kirksall Brewery, and I will put a picture in here now. So as you can see, it's it's beautiful building. And then I had 5 flatmates, and 4 of them were English, and they were just very helpful and showing me around and learning me about English habits and stuff. And then I had a flatmate from New Zealand who was lovely, and we just went to all international events together because we were both new there and we didn't know what to do basically. So yeah, it was truly amazing. When I left, we had one last big meal together with all my flatmates, and it was so nice. And then they gave me a little card, and they all wrote something personal on it, which is really nice. I'm not going to show you that, but then they also gave me this little photo. This was taken on Halloween, as you could have probably guessed. I think Halloween, because they asked me like what was your favorite experience, and I think Halloween was definitely one of my favorite nights, but there were so many good nights there in Leeds, so I don't know which one was my favorite, but we've done crazy stuff and I've been to so many places, and it was truly amazing. Definitely recommend going there. And if you're interested, definitely contact me, because I can hopefully help you around and sort of help you understand what you can expect. And I don't know, I just hope that by seeing this I make you excited, because it's exciting, it really is. I think that studying abroad is an exciting thing in itself. I'm not sure if Leeds is like the best place to be, but for me, I don't think it could have been any better. So that's it for me. If you have anything that you want to ask me or let me know, I don't know, just contact me. You can leave comments down below or send me a message. I think my email address is in there, or otherwise just find me on Facebook or Twitter or something. I'll definitely reply to you. Furthermore, please help me out, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you soon. Have a good day.